Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So my brother was looking to purchase a phone at around 10,000 rupees mark. So he decided to get the Redmi Note 9 for 11,000 rupees. Now we know my channel is more into PC content, but I'm looking to expand. So I thought why not do an unboxing video of the phone and then maybe a full review of it. So without any further ado, let's start the unboxing. Hope you would like it. So looking at the box, Redmi Note 9 48 megapixel AI quad camera 464 variant. On the side it says Redmi Note 9 with the tagline that says, with easy access to Google apps that you use the most, clearly taking a dig at Huawei or Honor. On the back there are a lot of information about the specs: high performance Helios G85 processor, 5020 mAh battery, dual VoLTE with voice over Wi-Fi support, and a big Made in India logo, although I doubt how true that is. On the sides you have the same information. And on the opposite side there are the box contents, the MRP which is 15,000, but of course we paid 11,000 only. Right. Now it's time to cut the seal. Alright, let's open it up. And we're greeted with a box inside a box, so let's see what's inside the box. And inside we have some paperwork and a silicone case. Next up we do have the phone. And in typical cliched unboxing fashion, we will keep that to the side for a second. Let's see what else we got. So here we have the power adapter, which is 22.5 watt by the way. There you can see 22.5 watts. And at the end we have a USB-A to Type-C cable. Okay, now let's just unwrap the phone. By the way, it does feel pretty heavy on the hand, although it's kind of expected with the big battery and big display. There you can see the hole punch camera. And on the back we have the 4 camera lenses. The phone is pretty thick actually. Yep, the phone is pretty thick, but still the camera bump is pretty heavy. I mean pretty big. So we'll find out if the cameras are actually worth it. And we have the small fingerprint scanner. So I'll just remove this sticker and I'll put it in the box. The phone is actually plastic, it's not glass. I can feel it with my fingers. It's actually plastic, it's not glass, although it looks like glass. Okay, now time to boot up the phone. And in the meantime I'll just put it in the case. Okay, now that the phone has booted up, you can actually see how big the hole punch is, or how small it is. It's not that small, not that big. I'll just set it up. Okay, personalized ads. No thanks. So it's asking me to install all these apps. Sorry, I don't need them. No thanks. I don't know what these things are. Cache and all. Setup is complete. I don't know, this get apps things keeps popping up, so I'll just get rid of it. And there are lots of information. Dream 11 is already installed. I'll just get rid of them. And there are a lot of bloatware, lots of bloatware, but luckily you can uninstall them quite easily. So let's take a look at the storage available out of the box after I've uninstalled all the apps. So it's 49.11 GB out of 64 GB. Let's see if we get MIUI 12 update. And yes, we do get it. So it lists out a bunch of improvements, as you can see. So I'll just download the update and review it with MIUI 12 out of the box. And in the meantime, let's take a look around the phone. On the left side, we have the SIM tray with dedicated microSD card slot. On the bottom, we have a headphone jack. Nice to see that. Our USB Type-C port, speaker grill, and microphone. On the top, we have an incredibly rare to see IR blaster and an additional mic. On the right side, we have the volume rocker and the power button, and the camera array and fingerprint scanner are on the back. So the Redmi Note 9 comes with a 6.53-inch 60Hz 1080p IPS panel, and the quality is just fine. Neither bad nor something special. Colors are vibrant but pale in comparison to my 6-year-old Galaxy Note 3 Neo's AMOLED screen. Brightness is fine and viewing angles are sufficiently wide. The Redmi Note 9 has one bottom firing speaker and the audio quality is pretty good. Loud and clear, not much low end though, which is expected. Overall, I have no complaints with the audio. Sufficient for watching YouTube videos or movies. So here's a look at the SIM card tray. As you can see, it has dedicated slots for 2 SIMs and microSD, both SIMs supporting 4G VoLTE. Nice. So before we talk about the internals, I want to quickly check if the phone supports wired gamepads through the USB OTG, because my Zenfone Max Pro M1 doesn't support wired gamepads for some reason, and I like emulating games like PSP games, so it's important to know. And yep, as you can see, it does support wired gamepads, which is a nice thing. Now, the Redmi Note 9 packs a MediaTek Helios G85 system on chip based on a 12nm process, 2 Cortex A75 cores at 2 GHz and 6 Cortex A55 cores at 1.8 GHz. It's backed by a Mali G52MC2 GPU that can clock up to 1 GHz and has 4 GB of RAM. Now, I did Antutu Benchmark, and here are the Antutu Benchmark scores. The CPU does get pretty hot, but the phone doesn't feel that hot to the touch. I'm not a mobile gamer, but we'll see how day-to-day performance is in my full review, and also we'll check how PSP emulation is on this phone. So the MIUI update is downloaded. Now it's time to apply the update. And as you can see, it's updating. So I'll just skip to when the update is completed. And there you go, the update is now fully applied. MIUI 12 is here. And there you go, MIUI 12 with an absolutely iOS style notification panel and an exact clone of the iOS control center. I mean, that's exactly a clone. And the animations are looking a bit choppy, so I'll just quickly check the multi-window functionality real quick, because I use that quite often. Okay, it works. Alright, now let's take a look into the camera. Of course, we'll take an in-depth look in our full review, but let's just take a quick look into it. So we have an 8MP f2.2 ultra-wide camera with a 118-degree field of view, a 48MP f1.8 main camera which is an half-an-inch sensor. It shoots 12MP pixel bit images. It also has a 2MP macro lens with a minimum focusing distance of 2 cm, and the fourth camera is for depth mapping for portrait mode. The good thing is that Pro mode is supported in all the 3 lenses, which is quite rare to see. Of course, it also has a full 48MP mode for the main lens. The front camera is 13 megapixels and supports up to 1080p 30fps video. I am slightly disappointed to see that the back camera doesn't support 60fps recording, even though it supports slow motion at 720p, 120fps, and you can also shoot 720p video with the macro lens. So we'll take an in-depth look into the camera in my full review. I'll also do a separate camera review for this one. So yeah, stay tuned for all these. So as for this video guys, like and subscribe, join the Discord server, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.